please stand for the playing of our national anthem, as performed today by our band trumpeteers, Joseph Krasinski, Aiden Mitchell, Cole Ragsdale, and Jackson Swedler. Great job. You may be seated. Good evening. Before we honor and celebrate the graduating class tonight of 2020, there are a few special guests here tonight that play an integral part in the success of our seniors and the direction of our district. I would like to recognize some of those individuals tonight. First, Superintendent Dr. David Faltis. Assistant Superintendent Dr. Janet McDade. Assistant Superintendent Julie Thanum. Assistant Superintendent Matt Miller. Assistant Superintendent Scott Rare. President of Carroll ISD Board of Trustees, Ms. Sherry Mills. Vice President Michelle Moore. Trustees Danny Gilpin. Dave Allman. Matt Bryant. Todd Carlton. Eric Lannon. Also joining us tonight, Mayor of City of Southlake, Ms. Laura Hill. Also present tonight, U.S. House Representative Giovanni Capriglione. At this time, I would like to introduce you to your senior class president, Ms. Lebby Lester.
Good evening, Dragons. My name is Libby Lester, and I am proud to serve as the Carroll Class President of 2020. I am honored to stand before each and every one of you here today. Some of us have been Dragons since the start, and others have joined us through the years. But no matter what your story, we are all united as the Dragon Strong class of 2020. And here we are, we made it. When I started thinking about what I wanted to say and how I wanted this speech to make everyone feel, I immediately knew one thing for sure, that I wasn't going to talk about it. The it that turned every single one of our worlds upside down when it came along. The it that is keeping us all 6 feet apart right now. So let's not talk about it. I want to talk about all of the other years we've had together and all of the incredible accomplishments of our class of 2020. Let's talk about the laughs and late night drives we shared down 1709, the Friday night lights we screamed under, and Mr. Colvin's iconic questions of the day. Let's celebrate the things we have done and the accomplishments state, nationally, and worldwide. Let's cheer for the Charlie Williams, who have shown us what it means to never give up. Let's talk about the Sarah Lacey's, who brought smiles to our faces every day in the halls. Let's celebrate the Gavin Zaitseves, who showed us what dedication to your passion and craft looks like. And finally, let's reminisce about the Andre Carricks who made us laugh till we cried as we struggled to get through class. As many of you know, our classmate and future Longhorn offensive tackle, hey Andre, he's already down in Austin, hook 'em. I wanted to share a funny story with you guys. Shout out Andre, no, don't worry guys, I already asked him if this was okay. So I'd like to take everybody back to 8th grade, Dawson Middle School science class. Andre was a little chatty in that class, and one day he was really feeling the popular song I'm sure we all remember, Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. So he sat at his desk singing, can't keep my hands to myself, can't keep my hands to myself. And finally the teacher had a little bit too much of Andre's singing. So she said, Andre, you can keep your comments to yourself. He put his head down on the desk and popped up and said, I mean I could, but why would I want to? And in perfect sync with the song, Andre got kicked out of class that day. With a pep in his step, he was kindly asked to leave. And as he walked out, don't worry, our friend Andre was singing, hands to myself. I love that funny memory, and there are so many other funny times I wish I could share with all of you from the past 12 years. I have faith that things will get better, but if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that there will always be some virus to fight or challenge to overcome. That's life. In the words of our very own childhood favorite, Hannah Montana, life's a climb, and this year has certainly thrown us our very own mountains. We can have everything planned out, but obstacles are inevitable. It's what we do with life's challenges, no matter if it's a personal hardship or a worldwide pandemic, that make the view from the top so rewarding. We can choose to either be remembered as the class of it, or be remembered as the class who conquered Mount Everest and changed the world for the better. And I vote the latter. Because, as our masks read, we are dragon strong. And I think that the class of 2020 is definitely strong enough to move mountains. And I can't wait to celebrate with all of you at the top. I love each and every one of you, and I'm gonna miss you. Thank you. I am so excited to introduce our next speaker. This 2020 grad was a member of CMA, Slam Poetry Club, Science Olympiad, and single-handedly helped me make it through AP Spanish. She is not only smart and so hardworking, but one of the most kind-hearted and funny people I know. So it's my honor to introduce to you our salutatorian, Anu Agrawal.
Hello? Oh. Okay. Hi, guys. For always supporting me, I'd like to thank my knees, my neck for always keeping my head up. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to take this off. Okay. In all seriousness, these past 4 years have been some of the hardest years of my life, as I'm sure they have been for many of you as well. And one of the things I love most about Carroll is how unbelievably supportive everyone has been. I would like to thank all of my teachers who are lined up along this here, hi guys, for not only putting up with my relentless question asking, but for being there for me emotionally, whether it be spending their lunch break listening to me talk about my problems or giving me hugs in the hallway. I've always felt loved and valued by my teachers. I want to give a special thank you to Mr. Johnston, I don't know if he's here today, who is quite possibly the kindest person alive. Despite the fact that I was never officially his student, he's given me so much love and support, and I'm so thankful for him. También muchas gracias a Señor Madrid por todo. To my parents who are sitting over there, I can't thank you enough for all of the blessings and loves and late nights you guys have stayed up with me. And to my dadu, dadi, and nani who are watching from home, I want to thank you as well. That kind of makes it sound like the Oscars. All right, now that we have the thank yous out of the way, let's get started. So, coronavirus, can't really avoid that right now, I'm not like Libby. It's kind of taken over our lives. During quarantine, I've been doing the classic binging Community on Netflix or trying to get into paint by numbers, but I spent a lot of time reflecting on the person I am now and the person I was when I entered high school 4 years ago, and I would like to share some wisdom I wish I would have had. I struggled a lot in the beginning because I had this idea of myself as a certain type of person who was only allowed to act a certain type of way because that's how others had always viewed me. And if I'm going to be honest, a lot of that had to do with grades and GPA, the very reason that I'm up here today. When you let yourself believe that you only have one thing going for you, whether it be grades or sports or music, you view yourself through such a critical lens that it's hard to see anything other than what you lack. I remember obsessing over bad grades because I thought that I let everyone down or somehow ruined everyone's perception of me because grades were the only thing I had, which I know now is so flawed. We are all so multifaceted, and it's unfair to ourselves to define who we are in terms of one thing, or construct our entire identities around one hobby or characteristic. I'm still working on accepting that you don't need to trap yourself in a box in order to be accepted, and I wish I would have realized sooner that changing who you are and what you like in order to make friends means that those relationships are destined to fail anyways. What I've been thinking about most during quarantine, however, has been my friend Sarah and the person that I am because of her. When I was entering high school, the summer before my freshman year, my good friend Elise Sarami passed away, and now as we were getting ready to leave high school, we lost Sarah as well. I've been thinking about the kind of person I was then and the person I am now, and although I handled both situations differently, one thing that has been a constant has been that I've really cherished the physical things that I have from Elise and Sarah. From Elise's drawings of the Hunger Games symbols in my notebooks to Sarah's poems and notes to me, I hold those physical aspects of who they are so close to my heart, and I would like to encourage all of you to live physically and tangibly. Leave behind a trace of who you are, whether it means writing someone a note instead of just texting them happy birthday, or getting someone a cheap keychain from your trip to Peru instead of just showing them pictures. One of the hardest parts for me has been the lack of things. I try to find pieces of both of them, books I know they loved, and songs I've listened to with them. But sometimes I feel I'm losing grasp of who they are, so I would implore you all to express yourself in more concrete ways. Not even just for other people, but for yourself as well. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Christensen and Mr. Mangum, both two of my favorite teachers, sent me letters that I'd written to my future self 6 and 7 years ago. Reading those and seeing this version of myself memorialized in these letters was so important to me, and I really value that ability to have something physical. I love photos and videos and the ways we're able to connect through them, but I think there's a sentimental value to objects that is underappreciated. For my final remarks, I don't think that I would be the person I am today if I hadn't gone to Carroll, and I would like to especially thank Mr. Duhon and the entire administrative team for working so hard and giving us the ability to have an in-person graduation. I appreciate every single one of you, class of 2020, even those of you who I've never interacted with more than liking your posts, and I'm so grateful for the kindness and support. I would like to end with a quote from one of my favorite books, Circe, by one of my favorite authors, Madeline Miller, which I actually read in Mrs. Milheiser's class, so shout out to her. It goes like this. Circe, he says, "It will be all right." It's not the saying of an oracle or a prophet. He does not mean that it does not hurt. He does not mean that we are not frightened, only that we are here. This is what it means to swim in the tide, to walk the earth and feel it touch your feet. This is what it means to be alive. Thank you, and good luck, guys. Thank you so much.
Class of 2020, as I have the privilege of addressing you today on behalf of the student body at Carroll Senior High School, I want to thank all of you, our school administrators, teachers, and family who have all supported and encouraged us throughout our years here at Carroll. Graduation. By definition, graduation means a scale or series of successive changes, stages, or degrees. And man, class of 2020, we're going through some changes and varying degrees of normal. Our new normal is certainly not what we envisioned 2020 to be. Yet, here we are, so flexible, resilient, and determined as ever. It looks different, but it doesn't change how far we've come or how far we'll go. I remember my first day in Southlake at Durham Intermediate School. It feels like yesterday we were all walking those halls with our awkward selves and doing the ever so deadly pacer test and being introduced to our ultimate enemy, Membean. We grew up next to one another, I for only 8 years, but for so many of you, 12 years together. We stumbled through those gawky and somewhat graceless middle school days, only to grow and mature to where we find ourselves today. We lead in the 6A Lone Star Cup standings for 2020, which includes tennis, cross country, marching band, volleyball, robotics best, and football, 8 points ahead of our closest competitor. We earned our way onto America's Got Talent and won over the Simon Cowell. We stood in the 100-degree Texas heat to cheer on our football team, winning district and rocking out lids with the band. Theater students have been honored with the Schmidt and Jones Awards, as well as the Dallas Summer Musical Best Actress and Best Orchestra Awards. We even have a future Broadway star among us. We won 30 state and dive titles? I don't know, there's so many. Lady Dragon Soccer was on their way to a 2-peat. Dragon Baseball was on its way to a 3-peat. Girls basketball had its first playoff win in 5 years. 23+ Dragons signed national letters of intent, along with some just recently named cheerleaders and dance team members at OU, Baylor, and TCU. Dragon Media brought home the award for Distinguished Merit for both KDGN and Yearbook. The successes and accolades are too numerous to list, and I only have 5 minutes. We lost too many, too young. We love you, Elise, Graham, Yolanda, and Sarah. We have succeeded and we have failed, but through those failures, we've learned how vital failure is to survival. And in a heartbeat, I would do it all over again with every single one of you. Class of 2020 is very unique. Sure, we've been tested, and sure, we've been pushed to our limits. But one thing I know for sure, the class of 2020 will not give up. We're not gonna sit around feeling sorry for ourselves. We're not gonna worry about what could have been, but rather what will be. They say we are the future. No, we're the now. We've proven time and time again our resilience and stick-to-itiveness, and will continue moving forward. As Baloo from my favorite childhood movie, The Jungle Book, once said, "Forget your worries and forget your strife." It's your life, class of 2020. Now, go live it. But I will certainly never forget where I came from. Our home, Carroll Senior High School. Class of 2020, may the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may he turn his face towards you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24. Thank you, I love you, and ska. Now, it is my honor to introduce Gordon Liu. Gordon is the 2020 senior class valedictorian. He is also the president and co-founder of the Southlake Toastmasters Gavel Club, and in the fall he will be attending UT Austin in the McCombs Business Honor Program. In his free time, he enjoys creating music, playing video games. Without further ado, please welcome Gordon Liu.
Teachers, administration, parents, relatives, friends, important people, and of course, students of the class of 2020, welcome back to Dragon Stadium. I cannot express in words the gratitude I have to be a member of this wonderful community and the honor I'm feeling to be speaking up here in front of you all today. I would like the class of 2020 to look around and see all the people who have helped us get to where we are today. For myself, I would like to thank my teachers for teaching me how to learn independently and think critically. I would like to thank my friends for all the fun times we've had together. I would like to thank my grandparents for always taking care of me from a young age. And last but not least, I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for always supporting me, my choices, and inspiring me to work hard. Thank you all. I'm scared for us graduates. I really am. It took most of us 18 years and a global pandemic to finally start washing our hands. And you know, what's more, we decided the absolute best thing to do in this pandemic was to start drawing carrots and potatoes on our Instagram stories. On a serious note, graduates, we are growing up, really. Where has the time gone? 4 years ago, I was just one among a group of nervous, excited, and a little bit intimidated class of freshmen. I still remember Miss Martin talking about how before we knew it, we would be graduating. And look at where we are today. We've shared a lot of memories together, laughing with our friends during passing periods, watching the Green Men perform for pep rallies, cheering in the very place we are sitting today as Dragon football brought home another victory for not only them, but for all of us. Of course, it hasn't been smooth sailing. It hasn't always been smooth sailing. Being as studious as I am, it really was difficult reading through each and every word of The Great Gatsby, SparkNotes plot summary. We've also experienced many historically significant events, like the global controversy on whether it was really Yanni or Laurel. But graduates, what's next? It's easy to look back into the past and reminisce on memories, but right now, we are on the doorstep of a lot of uncertainty. Heading into the great unknown of the future and the obstacles of the world beyond South Lake. Many of us don't even know whether we'll be attending college in the fall. It's easy to lose sight of the next step, even without considering the situation that surrounds us. Sometimes we'll feel like we're completely blind, wandering, stumbling, and barely scraping by. We'll be guided by society who tries to tell us that path X is the only way to live a happy life. We'll have questions of what we want to study, what careers we should pursue, where to go, and who to make friends with. However, I want you guys to forget about all that. All the doubts, questions, and concerns that you may have for the future, and just give yourself one moment to be fully here in the present. It's okay to not exactly know what's in store for the rest of your life. Keep living in the moment, keep exploring. Keep chasing whatever you love and the dots will connect. Because at the end of the day, everything is your decision. Thank you.
Well, hello, all you cool cats and kittens. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong speech. Hold on. I'm sorry. A little too much Netflix during this quarantine time. I apologize. Hello, all you cool dragons and graduates of 2020. You made it. You asked for it, and it happened. your final celebration in Dragon Stadium. Obviously, this could not have happened without a lot of hard work and time and effort from some very important individuals. I know I've already mentioned some of those names, but it's imperative that we as Dragons all thank, again, our wonderful CISD Board of Trustees, our amazing Superintendent, Dr. Faltis, and his cabinet, and of course, our amazing teachers and staff. None of this would be possible without the relentless, unselfish desire to serve students. Thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all. So as I look out across this arrangement tonight, the faces of over 700 graduates spaced across the entire field, 6 foot apart, of course, it looks amazing. However, I would be remiss if I did not mention 4 of your classmates' names that are not sitting with us tonight, but are here in spirit. Because of a Senate bill requested by one of our families and sponsored by State Representative Mr. Capriglione, those students will receive a posthumous diploma. Those students. Graham Brady. Yolanda Cardenas. Elise Sarami. And Sarah Lacey. Thank you, Mr. Capriglione, and these seniors and families. God bless. The class of 2020 has been a high-achieving graduate class. They have earned over $20.3 million in scholarship, and the best part, you guys have completed over 67,000 hours of community service. Thank you, Dragons, for your support and your service. Well, it has been said tonight that we don't want to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to mention it. You seniors were born into this world during the tragedy of 9/11, and now you're entering the real world in the middle of a pandemic. This pandemic has taken your senior year. It's taken your prom. It's taken your picnic, your senior awards. It even took our annual burger cookout. This has taken a lot of things from you guys. But it will not and has not taken your heart, your soul, and your mind. The class of 2020 is more resilient, flexible, knowledgeable, and understanding during this time of uncertainty. And let's be honest, who could have imagined sports teams performing without a crowd, or not even performing at all? Concerts being canceled or being performed in the homes of the entertainers. And of course, let's really be honest, who here tonight has heard of a Zoom meeting before spring break? You see, what I hear and see from the class of 2020 is a physician who comes up with the vaccine, a lawyer who defends a COVID-19 case, a research analyst that interprets and presents all the facts and statistics from the pandemic. I see a teacher and educator amongst you guys that will discuss the cause and effects in a classroom full of excited and eager students. The class of 2020 will turn this into a positive. Seniors, I share with you this, the truth about a mirror. People say, look in the mirror, that's the real you. Check yourself, the mirror doesn't lie. But you see, the mirror doesn't tell the whole truth about you. The truth of you as a person It doesn't show what's deep inside. The mirror doesn't know your courage, and your aspirations, and your dreams, your heart, or your mind. So graduates of 2020, I challenge you to take this adversity time that we've been presented the last few months and maybe months to come and go out and conquer your fears, climb your Mount Everest. Continue to demonstrate resiliency. Take a leap of faith. Show the world a COVID-19 Carroll Senior grad will make a difference. Finally, Dragons, I leave you with this. Remember, you will not be judged whether you took the best from the world, but whether you gave your best to the world. If you don't design your own plan, chances are you're going to fall in someone else's plan. You are the author of your life. You are going to make mistakes. Own up to them, get over them, and turn the page. I know for a fact that each one of you will contribute to our society in a positive and productive way. And do not worry about the things you cannot control, but take care of the things that you can control, like your attitude, your commitment, your work ethic. Seniors of 2020, today, I will be giving you your diploma. But let's be clear and honest. I'm not giving you anything. You have earned that diploma. And just know that starting tomorrow, you will have to continue to earn everything you want. Class of 2020, you've been awesome. You will always be remembered. Congratulations. We wish you the best and we love you. At this time, Dr. Faltis, it is my distinct honor and great pleasure to hereby certify that all 702 students sitting before us tonight have met all the qualifications for graduation as set forth by the State and Texas of Education Agency and our local Carroll Independent School Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Mr. Duhon. On behalf of the Carroll ISD Board of Trustees, on behalf of the Texas State Legislature, and of course, on behalf of the state of Texas, I do accept this class of 2020 as graduates. So congratulations to the class of 2020. Just want to say a few words to you. First of all, we're so incredibly proud of you. What a gorgeous night. We couldn't ask for a better night tonight. You look outstanding. I want you to know that all of us here are proud to be here. There's been a lot of people put a lot of time and effort and thought into making sure that we could do this here because we heard that this is what you wanted. And so we're glad to be here with you. I want to tell you, primarily, don't let anybody tell you you're normal. Don't let anybody tell you you're typical, or that you can't do this, you can't do that. Don't tell them you can't, don't let them tell you you can't overcome any obstacle. Don't even let them tell you you can't do quality homework after midnight, because I got a house full of high school kids and I know what you do. I see you. I honestly believe, and Sean, I'm going to make a positive out of this, I think you may have had one of the best lessons in history of public schools, in that you can do this your way and you can make it happen and you can cross this line, and you've done amazing things. You've been an incredible class. I've watched you since you're kindergartners, and we're proud of you. But I'm going to tell you now, go out and dream big. Go out and dream wild. Be passionate, be compassionate, and be empathetic to those around you. Look around and see when people are hurting. Find ways to help them heal, whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is. You have that capability, and you know how to make it happen. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Don't let anybody tell you you're not supposed to, or don't let anybody say, hey, that's not how the rules work. There are no rules for you. You go out and make the rules and do the best that you can to be a positive influence on people around you and go change the world. We're proud of you.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Gordon Tianre Liu. Anu Radha Agarwal. Libby Reed Lester. Mary Helen Trainer. Michelle K. Adamson. Parker Kenneth Anderson. Arez Fayaz Aziz. Kamal Nayan Reddy Bandaroo. Dale Dustin Blanchard. Riley Nicholas Buckley. Shivani Cholakonda. Graham Pierre Chernick. Peyton Clark. Shreya Ritesh Daya. Caitlin Rose Davidson. Morgan Shea Davidson. Dylan Michael DiNicola. William Hunter Doran. Lily Emily Duma. Nikki Dutta. Eric Patrick Eaton. Daniel James Fuller. Dylan Michael Fuller. Chase Mosley Gardner. Alessia Michaela Grande. Kayla Elizabeth Groskoff. Sarah Hassan. Abdul Moise Hashmi. Aiden Michael Heffron. Alexa Paige Hirschman. Bronson Donathan Housemans. Vincent Thomas Hulsh. Caleb Luke Huning. Claire Eileen Ionelli. Anisha Vasu Kanakalanu. Danielle Jeanette Kapler. Christina Rourke Carl. Nadia Farah Khalil. Rohan Kanijo. Andrew Hyunsu Kim. Lauren Chie Kim. Sachi Kishan Chandani. Stephanie Kathy Lee. Mark Ming Shin Lee. Jessica Madeline Lipschultz. Lydia Ying Low. Connor Neil McNabney. William Augustus Milheiser. Isabella Maria Miller. Weston Allen Miller. Isabella Elita Millimet. Cameron Elizabeth Moore. Jared Blake Naughton. Karina Rose Owens. Sophia Marie Polisetti. Tarun Ratnasababathy. Siddharth Gumi Reddy. Daniel Eduardo Ross. Rady Rukamana Gari. Kushi Sachdeva. Cole Christopher Sanders. Lillian Marlene Schlamp. Jackson William Schweidler. Nicholas David Seitz. Avani Sharma. Rohan Shroff. Simran Shroff. Avery Brooke Seimer. Annabelle Damaris Smith. Lindsay Margaret Stubbs. Anna Claire Sue. Fares Hamez Syed. Brianne Elizabeth Trier. Abhinav Reddy Vadire. Matthew David Benson. Preston Charles Wagner. Laura Yu Wu. Heather Michelle Heather Wu. Grace Huang Shu. Catherine Beverly Zenick. Sean Nicholas Smith. Adam Awad Abdicator. Kareem Aziz Abdurrahim. Alexandria Madison Acosta Rubio. Samir Ahmed. Peyton Brianne Alexander. Adul Ali. Noma Ali. Avery Lee Allen. Mason Alexander Allen. Emily Elizabeth Allman. Tomas Santiago Almeida. Claudia Alonzo Pagan. Rohel M. Alvi. Aswath Anand. Aubrey Rebecca Anderson. Elise Patricia Anderson. Grant Emmett Anderson. Natalie Blake Anderson. Marco Alexander Argote. Ashley Aaron Armstrong. Emmy Nicole Arnold. Rita Maria Aragon. Diab Ahmed Asdi. Audrey Marie Askew. Noel Efrelin Astles. Luke Hayden Atkinson. Devin Malone Aiden. Farshad Ahmad Azam. Ronak Singh Bajaj. Jake Chandler Baldwin. Abby Jen Beck. Kieran Martin Byrne. Anna Cameron Bell. Paisley Rose Bellamy. Benjamin David Bergstrom. Bolin Desiree Bevel. Ashi Jitesh Bayani. Neha Jitesh Bayani. Siddharth Byredi. Ryan Paul Bishler. Zoe Rose Bishop. Brady Wren Black. Jordan Michelle Blight. Connor Alexander Blight. William Emmett Blumberg. Emmy Caroline Bachenfeld. Paul Martin Bonzani. Ella Valerie Boren. Brandon Anthony Barrasso. Kyler Joseph Bower. Eloise Kennedy Bowen. Genevieve Grace Bauer. Zachary Richard Bowman. Charlotte Maria Bramley. Sarah Catherine Breeding. Lainey Ann Breeze. Nicholas Jens Bright. Victoria Grace Bringle. Emily Christine Bronson. Samuel Christian Brooks. Robert Joseph Brower. Abigail Elizabeth Brown. Virginia Grace Brownfield. Houston Jack Bryan. Talon Knight Bufano. Homer Giles Bush, Jr. William Michael Buss. Blake Austin Buttles. Luke Larson Kadena. Caden Thomas Calkins. Akira Leilani Campbell. Peyton Kennedy Carr. Ariana Christina Carrasco. Erin Grace Carter. Grace Alice Carter. Jordan Bailey Castillo. Emma Avery Cavassini. Emma Lee Cave. Trenton McCall Chappell. Alexander Jinwoo Choi. Joy Yoon Chu. Sabrina Safa Chaudhary. Christopher Paul Allen Ciccone. Joseph Ronald Cipriano. Isabella Cirillo Seppo. Davis Lane Clapp. Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Jackson Avery Clay. Emma Catherine Close. Jackson Edward Coates. Alexandra Beatrice Coberly. Kirsten Rebecca Cole. William Austin Coleman. Jackson Parker Comer. Joseph Andrews Coniglio. Ethan Christopher Conley. Ashley Marie Courtois. Logan Anthony Cox. Harper Lee Cousins. Jack Adam Crafton. Claire Louise Cropper. Grace Brooks Cunningham. Katie Louise Cusick. Michelle Kelly D'Amico. Andrew Thomas Damis. Tyler Reed Darnell. Luke Everett Dara. Uma Amala Dada. Cameron Philip Davis. Garrett Dalton DeCavitt. Catherine Renee Denault. Grant Douglas Deno. Cade Rowan Durad. Jonah Clay Doddridge. Danielle Diane Dominici. Jacob Ryan Donfris. Megan Louise Dooley. Blake Kevin Harrison Dorman. Chloe Olivia Dorsey. Delaney Zane Dreffs. Thomas John Dreffs. Ari Duguay. Ashley Nicole Dumas. Emily Catherine Dumas. Bradley Howard Dungan. Alexandria Gates Dunn. Isabella Jade Duran. Angelica Mary Lois Durrett. Trevor Scott Easton. Emma Rose Yunming Eads. Samuel Martin Eliason. Catherine Elizabeth Emery. Aiden Michael Esparza. Mary Elizabeth Eubanks. James Colton Evans. Faith Yejide Feriomi. Stephanie Leah Felberbaum. Emily Marie Fentress. Lindley Nicole Ferguson. Madeline Lee Fetty. Chase William Fisher. Hannah Marie Florence. Macy Ellen Flint. Tatum Grace Foreman. Preston Clay Forney. Catherine Alexis Franzen. Catherine Mackenzie Freeman. Trevor Grant Freeman. Gino Anthony DeLeon French. Bryn Ryan Freeling. Erin Elizabeth Fritz. Josephine Bryce Fuller. Olivia K. Gabriel. Isha Vaishnavi Gandhari. Margaret Ann Garcia. Riley Michael Garcia. Blake Evan Gaskell. Carson Mitchell Gates. Carson Mitchell Gates. Correction, Colin Maxwell Gates. Caitlin Elizabeth G. VJ Abraham George. Brett Ryan Gilly. Delaney Mary Gillen. Catherine Olivia Goff. Grant John Golem. Julian Gonzalez Valacio. Sarah Elizabeth Goodman. Colton Ray Gorman. Sedona Iman Gould. Zelia Junet Gordon. Aaron Nguyen Gao. Justin Alexander Greck. Wyatt Osunas Griffin. Madeline Page Grunza. Julian Nicole Guerin. Brooke Caitlin Guerra. Rahul Guhan. Manvita Chaudhary Gumati. Aaron Michael Guyette. Claire Olivia Gwynn. Ethan Ryan Hacker. Haley Kate Hahn. Nara Naz Hakimi. Lizzie K. Hall. Austin Jacob Hollenbeck. Elizabeth Kelly Hamill. Peyton Vale Hamill. Catherine Handy. Piper Shea Harness. Abigail Jessie Harrell. Kate Olivia Hartman. Maddie Grace Harvey. Zara Hasnani. Tatum Drew Hayes. Olivia Claire Hine. Akshaya Prima Hemant. Brooke Nicole Henry. Matthew John Hearn. Caitlin Blythe Hick. Cade Franklin Hicks. Victoria Grace Hill. Jackson Delaney Hines. Jenna Victoria Holland. Hannah Caroline Holmes. Melina Gabriella Holt. Sarah Avery Horniak. Trevor James Horton. Brandon James Howell. Theodore Lyle Huang. Cassidy Brooke Huffman. Caitlin Grace Husman. Reagan Ann Huckel. Brody Thomas Hall. Santi Fiore Anson Hulls. Anna Jade Riley Hunt. Melina Marley Hunt. Russell Cartwright Hyman. Joseph Andrew Heislip. Alyssa Catherine Eiley. Thomas Graham Ivers. Reagan Faith Jackson. Devin Kumar Jan. Ali Jamal. Alyssa Michelle James. Lana Grace Jeter. Benjamin James Johnson. Cole Bennett Johnson. Daniel Eric Johnson. Caitlin Ann Johnson. Maverick J. Johnson. Natalie Suzanne Johnson. Weston Forrest Johnson. Amanda Grace Jones. Kayan Brown Jones. Peyton Lane Jones. Zachary Sean Jones. Eric Ronald Jorgensen. Evelyn Joy Kajiwara. Jamie Claire Kalin. Nikhil Monroe Kalra. Leah Ellen Can. Alexa Katina Karmas. Cadence Rory Kaufman. Zachary Martin Kaler. Molly Louise Kemp. Corbin Reed Kendrick. Deanna Rose Kendrick. Claire Morgan Kennedy. Emily Rebecca Kennedy. Connor James Kewen. Jack Stephen Curson. Ariba Khan. Malone Augustin Kilpatrick. Laney Dale Kimball. Miranda Lynn King. Denman Edward Kinnett. Philip Brian Kleiman. Reed Gordon Klein. Chloe Elizabeth Klonowski. Giovanni Cameron Terlingo Knipper. Catherine Frances Antala Knoll. Jessica Lynn Koch. Sabrina LaShawn Coe. Truman Hinkyu Coe. Juliet Winninger Colto. Joseph Henry Krasinski. Marcy Ann Kraus. Nicholas Gerard Kretschmar. Taryn Renee Cuquets. Kelly Ann Coons. Alyssa Lacani. Kennedy Adele Lane. Astrid Tendra Lango. Jacob Alexander Laddig. Nathaniel Graham Lannon. Peyton Elizabeth Lawrence. Arden Tien Lee. Isabella Grace LeBlanc. Jacob David Leedy. Lauren Elizabeth LeBlanc. Quinn Patrick Learman. Mitiana Pauline Linwin. Lucas K. Levant. Celine Lee. Keon Sebastian Lease. Po Yu Lin. Emma Ruth Lockley. Catherine Marie Loomis. Adeline Gloria Loredo. Kylie Elizabeth Lostetter. Kaysen Tyler Lovelace. Zihan J. Liu. Bradley Bender Lund. Zachary Hunter Lund. Lily Jessica Lundstrom. Kaylee Jane Macaluso. Lauren Grace McMillan. Ryan Christopher Madden. Michael Raphael Magar. Zena Mahmood. Alyssa Celeste Maisto. John Matthew Monero. Ethan Wade Mann. Brandon Cade Manning. J. Miles March. Sebastian Ace Marlette. Jacob Ryan Marshall. Brooke Anna Martin. Melina Nicole Martin. Griffin Anderson Massey. Joseph Anthony Napolis Mata. Mackenzie Grace Matwick. Jean Andrew Mayfield. Lauren Ella Mazik. Michael Thomas McCabe. Kaylee Hong May McCall. Kyle Creed McLean. Max Michael McCollum. Bryson Maddox McDade. Matthew Thomas McDermott. Riley Rose McDowell. Ava Pearl McDowell. Catherine Ann McElhaney. Timothy Albert McElhaney. Alexandra Shea McCain. Martin Matu McManus. Allison Marie Medici. Isabella Lynn Medina. Samantha Lee Medley. Allison Candace Medulin. Addison Maureen Meek. Gracie Jane Melville. Scotland Riley Myers. William Alexander Meyer. William Ray Mickens II. Caitlin Alyssa Midkiff. Allison Michaela Mills. James Reese Miskell. Aiden Jacob Mitchell. Ariana Zuleika Mithwani. Saad Mohammed. Benjamin Mandu. Aiden William Mondres. John Patrick Mooney. Chloe Louise Moore. Alistair David Morish. Daniel Charles Morrison. Caitlin Mackenzie Morris. Gianluca Mosini. Michael Nicholas Mullins. Kyle Michael Mundy. Madeline Constance Murphy. Taylor Lynn Needleman. Cassie New Ben Nguyen. V. Tao Nguyen. Samuel Richard Nichols. Jade Rochelle Neeland. Jackson Christopher Nielsen. Edgar Manuel Noe. Sophia Camille Noe. Jake Foster Nolan. Reagan Christian Norris. Kelly Elizabeth Nuspickle. Bridget Everett O'Neill. Brendan Steele O'Rourke. Luke McLean Oberholzer. Zanita Arinayo Odebola Olamide Ogunmola. Michael Olusonya Lutana Olalia. Abigail Madison Oliver. Sophia Grace Ordaz. Carrie Elizabeth Ormsby. Jackson Trent Osterberg. Ramy Jordan Ott. Francis Wanyi Uyang. Wilson Bowman Packard. Jacob Massimo Grant Palmer. Zachary James Palmer. Carson Luke Pannell. Evan Andrews Pocket. Han Gyong Nguyen Parker. Jack Ryan Parkins. Beck Van Aston Para. Audrey Marie Patterson. Danny Pena. Jackson Ryan Pena. Addison John Penn. Emma Grace Pennington. Elizabeth Kathleen Peterson. Caitlin Joy Patisha. Christina Renee Patisha. Drew Taylor Patinos. Nicholas Aiden Fan. Nicole Alexandra Phillips. Ian Andrew Pikolinski. Robert Koa Pino. Obaid Urahiman Pirzada. Connor Pliska. Gabrielle Grace Potter. Catherine Elizabeth Pratt. Noah William Preston. Grant Ryan Price. Rihanna Lindsay Price. John Anthony Edward Proetti. Aman A. Punjwani. Arman A. Punjwani. Daniel A. Punjwani. Cade Victor Punko. Heather Ashley Quintana. Cole Franklin Ragsdale. Andres Ramirez. Jackie Lynn Reading. Abigail Jean Reese. Catherine Lee Riley. Jake William Reinke. Catherine Elizabeth Repetto. Ryan Edward Rush. Catherine Claire LaFavors Reynolds. Chloe Elaine Reynolds. Kyle Jason Reynolds. Brianna Nicole Riley. Lily Capri Reisenhoover. Jaylee Grace Robbins. William Pierre Robert. Robert Rory Rochester. Gresham William Rohde. Haley Morea Rogers. Jacob Tabor Ross. Emma Sue Russell. Ryan Damon Sahihi. Abigail Sue Sanchez. Catherine Marilyn Sanger. Brittany Nicole Scallons. Hayden Margaret Scarborough. Samuel Joseph Schaefer. Stuart Daniel Schaefer. Ava Therese Schragen. Lillian Grace Schragen. Carl Austin Schroen. Emily Nicole Schwartz. Adam Dwayne Sellers. Omar Muhammad Gaith Simran. Kelly Nicole Shackelford. Lena Iman Shafi. Diana Julianne Shaughnessy. Katrina Allison Rachel Shaw. Robert Dorsey Schultz. Rayan Amir Siddiqui. Zain Muhammad Siddiqui. Matthew Harrison Sims. Rory Duran Skanes. Liam Christopher Slattery. Blake Dylan Smith. Henry Charles Smith. Kinsey Rose Smith. Molly Marie Smith. Sarah Christine Smith. Taylor Hunter Smith. William Schaefer Smith III. Zachary Richard Cahiel Arcane Smith. Ava Jane Sokolowski. Mia Grace Sokolowski. Daniel James Summerholder. Malik Shakur Song. Jillian Dawn Sowell. Jordan Ray Spiegelman. Ryan Nicholas Spielvogel. Dylan Jack Springer. Samuel Avery Stafford. Colin Bradley Stanyard. Abigail Rose Stason. Ashley Elizabeth Stelling. Nathaniel Scott Stelling. Daniel Scott Stevenson. Carson Michael Steptick. Sarah Jessica Stone. Sarah Michelle Stroop. Addison Bruce Strum. James Aaron Sturgis. Mark Edward Sutherland. Joshua David Sweat. Liam Thomas Sweeney. Benjamin Trung Ta. Jasmine Taylor Tachibana. Rufus Savio Tadpatri. Ying Ying Tao. Harry Lee Tatum. Evan Lee Taylor. Madeline Lee Taylor. Reagan Sue Teague. Connor Reed Terry. Natalie Rose Tennis. Bryce Clark Thomas. Dylan Robert Thomas. Rachel Kate Thomas. Taylor Jeannie Thomas. Taylor Louise Thomas. Tori Jane Thomas. James Coleman Thompson. Hernan Pina Tijarina. Mariana Torres. Stephen Gregory Torres. Rima Torre. Christopher Logan Tract. Isabel Catherine Trevino. Jacob Ryan Trexler. Samantha Elise Trexler. Emily Thwit Trin. Ashley Virginia Turner. Pablo Valderrama Pena. Sofia Paloma Valdez. Erin Elizabeth Vanderbush. Sambel Vatinian. Darren Christopher Vaughn. Marissa Don Bosco Vaz Happily. Lindsay Page Veit. Joseph Renee Bearhart. Dax Andrew Villa. Allison Page Vokes. Reagan Renee Waddell. Kyle Hollingsworth Walker. Nicholas Robert Walker. Colson Gage Walter. Allison Parker Ward. Baylor James Ward. Theodora Eileen Ward. Jonathan S. Warren. Hunter Jean Wasson. Ava Elizabeth Wayland. Abby Elizabeth Weaver. Rachel Morgan Weber. Grace Ann Weber. Jordan Grace Welday. Grace Wang. Ryan James Westerberg. Grayson Michael Whitsett. Peyton Michelle Whichman. Quinn Michael Wilkinson. Charles Stephen Williams. Graydon Cole Williams. Ryan Neal Williams. Samuel Clay Williams. Trey Lorenz Williams. Elena Halton Wilson. Sarah Rachel Winch. Natalie Hannah Winkler. Caitlin Ann Wood. Murphy Glenn Woods. Thomas Everett Rare. Nicholas Grant Wright. Isu Yang. Serena Kelly Young. Christian Madat Youssef. Alyssa Renee Zahalski. John Williamson Ziegler IV. Gavin Neville Zaitsev. Ashley Elizabeth Zettel. Michelle Joe. Braxton Tanner Zadie. You need to pat him, sir?
Huh? Yeah, it was a good smooth. It was good timing. What? Oh, wave to your parents? Where at? I don't see them. Oh, okay. All you.
Class of 2020, please stand for the turning of the tassel. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Please continue to stand for the playing of our alma mater.
You can stay here. Or no, you could probably want to.
As we stand here at your portals, so wide and so high, singing loud your hymns of praises till they reach the sky. Hail, hail, our alma mater, hear the echoes ring. Hail to thee, our alma Hail to Carroll High.
Class of 2020, class is dismissed. Now let's try to please stay back in our lines. We're going to lead out from row 1. Congratulations, graduates of 2020. Row 1, Miss Moore, we are ready. Row 1. Row 1, here we go. Row 1, line leaders, be careful with your lines. Make sure everybody's ready to roll. Families and parents and graduates of 2020, thank you.